Mexican pesos overall. And if I have my counts correctly, Smash Bros. Is getting away with 500,000 Mexican pesos.
Yeah,
Alone.
That's crazy. For a free tournament, no less.
Free, free, F-R-E-E.
City, you are raising the bar, my friend. You are an absolute legend.
I'm really hyped about tomorrow because what it's coming for S Factor 12 edition. You know, I mean, the first thing was moving from Puebla to the Pepsi Center last year.
Oh
Yeah.
This year,
Are you from Puebla?
yeah. That's what I was like, bro. But
love
somehow, since it came to Mexico City, I haven't missed a single one. So I stay winning.
yeah. And then this year, the free event. I mean, what is gonna be happening next year? You're gonna be having MCR playing here live, like
Yeah, right? Hey, that would be pretty hype. They're from Jersey.
yeah, that would be pretty. What?
Just like,
Oh, we have another match.
yeah, it's Sisqui versus Gogetta.
Gogetta.
I know it's Gogetta in the show, but
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be.
So Sisqui versus Gogetta, Joker versus Samus right here.
The Gogetta. He's
That's
been
this
putting
fella.
us on
Gogetta.
commentary.
Yes,
Yeah.
he joined us in the comps too. For a little bit of his expertise in Samus, surviving Samus shots, because that's how they tried to take him down.
Right, right.
But Sisqui now recovering. Right now the advantage, of course, is going to be for Sisqui. That, ooh, wait, hold on. Oh, I don't know what happened there with the reaction. Sisqui just woke up and just denied every single kind of thing.
Sisqui on an absolute tear through the first stock and a half of this game right now. Dash attack though gonna slip right underneath that Zair. One of Joker's best moves for a reason. First, you're so far forward and you can duck a lot of aerials. If Gogeta wants to make a comeback right now, he's got to do something fast and probably without Arsene. I don't think short of a Rebels guard we'll be seeing him again, but actually I'm wrong. That meter is just about full. There it is. How do you get past the lead trap though? Those bombs are devious.
Yeah, and let me remind you, this is the lower bracket.
It is, yes.
Just to be aware of that, this is the lower bracket. So these players, this is their last chance in order to be here at S Factory level. If they want to make it to the final day, this is their last chance right now.
Absolutely down there. Ooh, that could have been a great follow-up, but still, he's trying to find a way to follow through. The percentage not being quite enough to take down Sisqui, and Gogetta is just having a rough time. Down to his last stock in his first game. And what he could take a stock from Sisqui is just really difficult. Great side B off stage, but still, he doesn't have percent. Sisqui is just trying to find its way to deny kind of approach. We see the forward roll, and that could have been a great read. But so far, Sisqui is having the upper hand, and with that up throw, there's nothing much that can be done in that scenario, especially when it's a free shot.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal, man. Not only is Samus so heavy and hard to take down, but she's so hard to hit in the first place. Sisqui really showing that off. Amazing control of the screen with all those projectiles. That Zair, those huge normals. She got some long legs on her, man. Don't want to sleep on Samus's normals. It's not all about the projectiles, as we saw. He had to adapt to that kind of play style against Nair, but here it's free reign. He can do pretty much whatever he wants, although the way that a Joker can take advantage of that is by building a ton of meter with Rebel Guard. So maybe we'll see that come into play as well.
Yeah, definitely. We quite didn't see that a lot during this match, but definitely it is something that really needs to be taken into account for this next match. Because, you know, it is actually true. You can charge Joker's meter a lot if you just take advantage out of Samus projectiles right now. So, yeah, once again, Sisqui starting with a heavy punish, with a heavy hit right now with the first blood. Already at 59%. It has only been like 20 seconds, and we almost have Big Brother Arsene knocking on the door.
That's true. That's a sign that he's getting his ass beat. I'm not gonna lie.
It's all about the honesty, man. See, if you know, you know. I mean,
oh, both hits in there to cover the tech. Love that.
Okay, they're really delivering here on this starting spot. Still, Sisqui has the advantage. Has a lot of percent. We have Arsene on, and well, basically now Arsene is now gone. And
he's like, "What'd you drag me into, man? I'm out of here."
Yeah, I'm failing. I'm not having any of this. And he just hold on. How much did Arsene was in the match?
I mean, maybe 15 seconds. Probably less, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that much, but he was still able to try and get as much straight percentage as possible. That was a great move. The
Just
upper
some
drag
drag
down into the down smash was a great option. Unfortunately, it didn't kill.
Yeah, sub drag going into the down smash, but with, you know, it's Joker, it wasn't quite enough, but that up smash is going to seal the deal right now. And taking up Gogetta's, I mean Sisqi's first stock, putting up back the 2 stock apiece for each of these players.
Yeah, much better showing by Gogetta here, not just from the first game, but also from the first stock. Seems like he's coming alive a little bit. Here's our Sen, only 56 damage. As long as he can get the first opening, instead of letting Sisqui just do whatever he wants and drain all that meter, we might be looking at a very different outcome. Oh, the down tilt, no punish, but no punish on the up B as well. Sisqui getting away with murder with these.
The no punish to the punish combo. It's always true on all scenarios. So now he needs to find a way to utilize our Sen because he is almost gonna go out. And I mean, that's going to be our Sen for it, at least for the time being. He can always show it up next time. But now we see that the percentages and the stocks are starting to even now. So Gogetta is starting to have a little bit more of a great approach against Sisqui. And of course, starting to learn how to work around Sisqui. But unfortunately, that stock is going to be a tough one to lose.
Wow. With the tippy toe right there, I really like that combo with the bomb and the last hit of the up tilt, just closing out Gogetta's first stock. It was not that early. I think he had like 80%, but yeah, Joker is a really, really light character. So that combo really makes wonders against this type of characters, you know. And yeah, this is the type of thing that we need to see against Joker with our saying you need to punish him as hard as possible in order to deplenish that meter, or otherwise you're gonna be getting hit with that and losing your stock.
We got like 4 or 5 seconds of our Sen. Need to see some magic happen on Gogetta's side. All right, our shot to the face, and yeah, okay, you're doing this solo. It's gonna be very difficult. Rebel's Guard needs to come into play if he wants to make a huge swing, but otherwise, solo Joker is gonna be fighting an uphill battle.
Desperate situation here, and a desperate move by Gogetta that's just not... he's trying to approach, but at the same time, he's trying to keep his distance. But that fair by Sisqui will be enough to seal this second game in the series. And it's basically taking us to what could have been, what could be the last game of this series, but at the same time, we already know how Mexico is, we already know how these players are, and we already know what kind of scenarios we can play of the players. And see the level of adaptability that Gogetta was putting on the table. I wouldn't doubt that he might be able to take a game from Sisqui. If he's able to utilize our Sentinel's full potential, he might take this home.
He's got to tap into that Saiyan energy, man. Down but not out, right? It looks like he was already making some key adaptations. Much closer fight the second time around than the first. And he's off to not a bad start, at least.
Yeah, and you know, this matchup, I mean, we were talking about match experience like during this whole sets that have been happening, and I think it's easier for you to get Joker practice than for you to get Samus practice. You know, so it is definitely something that we need to take really into account during this matchup.
Oh, he
and
did!
What happened?
He footstooled him. I don't think he was ready for it, and then he just upbeat the wrong way.
Wow.
I don't know. I mean, obviously Joker doesn't have a hitbox on his up B, so it's not like Sisqui could have tried to get hit by it on purpose or something. That was very weird, but I mean, if I'm Gogetta, I'm taking that all the way to the bank and hopefully building some extra credit off of it. No, absolutely nothing. 8.5%, I mean, that's nothing.
I mean, basically not going to be able to catch anything. He wanted what got marked on the way, so now it's Sisqui, the one that's starting to build up some momentum. It's only the double of what he currently has, and it's going to be a little bit more difficult. So he's just trying to build up a little bit more of that Orsen power, and at the same time try to move around Sisqui. What a brave man, trying to go for the downer up stage. This could be a punish, but Gogetta is not going to quite get it. Now, well, Sisqui is going to have the upper hand, not only off stage, but also on the stage. That could have been a great down smash, putting Sisqui in danger. It played everything on his hand.
Wait, what? Another SD by Sisqui. I noticed
between
games.
Here.
I noticed between games, Sisqui was kind of shaking his hands out, blowing on them as well. Maybe he's like a little sweaty, or maybe some hand pain or something coming into play. I'm not sure. It's very unlike him. but even still, he's keeping the match extremely close. 24%, not a huge deficit, especially considering you gave him 2 freebies.
Yeah, but I think this time it wasn't more like not an actual pure SD. It was more like he wasn't able to land after the first jump. When he got hit by that down smash from Joker, he just he
You're
got
right.
so far away while trying to avoid the back air, and he wasn't able to reach the ledge once again.
Good call. I didn't notice that he had never touched the ground. That makes a lot of sense. All right, well, either way, 2 very unfortunate stocks for Sisqui. Let's see, can Gogetta turn this into a game win for himself here? Weak back air while reading the spot dodge. No tech chase, but that could have been a huge amount of damage.
This could be now for Gogetta, but at the same time, it could be for Sisqui. If he's not playing his cards correctly, Gogetta might be it. What a parry to off smash, able to take that first, well, his first game against Sisqui. And Sisqui, what did I tell you, Max? What did I tell you? If he plays his cards correctly and he keeps up with this adaptability, if he's able to play around what Sisqi's throwing at him, we might be having a game number 4.
Or what he's throwing to him in the form of that first stock. I can't ignore that, right? As much as I want to give him credit for taking the game, he did have a little bit of assistance. So we'll see if Sisqui gets to play all 3 of his stocks out and Gogetta gets another game worth of adaptation. If those 2 things can add up to a game 5.
Yeah, and something that we actually haven't seen right now coming out from Gogetta's part is the Tetrakan is the counter, right?
Tetrakarn is counter, yeah.
Yeah, we haven't seen the Tetrakan trying to punish Sisqi's projectiles or the charge shot, or even trying to interrupt Sisqi's recovery. You know, that is something that we haven't seen just yet. Maybe he's just saving it for the next match, but it is something that it is a tool that is available for you.
It's very strong in the Samus magic as well. She pretty much has to activate it, and it will always work. So when he died on his second stock and he wasn't able to reach the ledge, I thought we were going to see Gogetta drop off the ledge and go for down B, but it didn't happen, and it didn't need to happen. So we'll see how things go here on Hollow Bastion. A little smaller of a floor plan could be a huge deal if you're Joker, honestly. I'm surprised that Sisqi's the one who kind of picked here, but having that big platform in the middle just really makes it difficult for your opponent to approach.
He's just trying to finish things up. I mean, he doesn't want another game 5 scenario because Sisqui is really having a rough time. Now this Joker is starting to give him a lot of battle and a lot of really close goals, and that's something that you don't want to have, especially when you are on losers. And as a qualifier for top 64, if you lose, well, you gotta go to downtown to take another look because you are not showing up for tomorrow's event. So downtown, a little bit of sightseeing will be your best bet.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be here till Monday probably, so it'll be a long vacation.
So yeah, and I can see why Sisqui picked this stage. He definitely wants to make the most out of, I mean, not Samus's weight, but out of this stage ceiling, you know, in order to survive Joker's up smash with our stand. Because we saw it last game, it was like 80% or 90% when he lost his stuck through that to that parry out smash. And yeah, now Sisqui answering right back with that back air closing out. Go get a second stock already, looking really comfortable right here during this matchup.
Yeah, of course, a much different game without that rough start for Sisqui. And how do you crack into this defense? It's just so difficult. Samus, one of the most difficult characters in the game to approach. You got up B, you got charge shot, missiles there, you name it. And yeah, of course, with a 2 stock deficit, you do have to approach.
Yeah, and he was trying to go for what Ed said. And technical conditions are gonna cut it!
Caught him unaware right there. No ledge invincibility left. And Sisqui kind of harkening back to that first set with Stronghold, where he spiked Lima while recovering. We got a little throwback right there. And yeah, I mean, you might think you're in control when your opponent has to recover, but not always. If they've got their jump, they've probably got some kind of trick they could pull out on you.
Absolutely. I mean, Sisqui had really close. The first 3 games were really close. That third one was basically difficult. I mean, that was like 2 SDs in a row, and Gogetta just capitalized out of that. He was like, all right, here's my time. I have to shine. And even though Sisqui was able to throw it into the last stock situation, he was able to still recover from that. And with a great up smash, just a parry up smash, able to seal the deal and basically, well, get that game against Sisqui, and now on this fourth game, well, it just became another story where basically it was almost a three. I think it was a 3-star.
Yeah, I believe there were 2 3-stocks in that set. Either way, very dominant performance by Sisqui. A little bit of a slip up in game 3, but he got the job done. And he's not going to let the fact that he got knocked into losers early phase him all that much. So we'll be seeing him tomorrow in the top 64. And I don't know if we have any more matches. Are we done for the day?
I don't know.
Seems that we
Production,
might
are we
have
done for the day? Or do we have another match?
Seems like we have still some, or maybe not. It all depends
Yeah.
on what